Yo, it's starting.
Let's give people 5 minutes. Give them 5 minutes, and then we'll jump into it.
No, we can sit around for it. Nigga, we only got an hour. We can talk about Derrick Jackson.
Man, first off, can we introduce the podcast?
Oh, right.
Before we talk about this nonsense,
Yo,
please.
So everybody, welcome to episode 10. Episode 10 of the Block Talk podcast.
Yes, sir.
Live
yes, sir.
episode. So we're going to be taking comments and suggestions. And I'm sure one of your people will come here and troll you about sports.
Oh, man.
Somebody has to. What's your boy name? Joe Delgado or something?
Yeah, Joe D'Alessandro.
Yeah, something like that.
Dog. He said he gonna show up, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, no, I just come and ask you random sports questions.
But yeah, he said he gonna show up. So yeah, man, this is episode 10. We decided to do a live episode because nobody thought we would make it to 10 episodes. And by nobody, I mean me and him. so yeah, man, we just excited to be, like I said, episode 10. Decided to do this thing. And yeah, so send in your topics. We got off camera over here to my, or it's other side, but he got the intern over there. Intern, say what's up.
What's it do?
Can't nobody hear you, bro.
You ain't taking no notes? You just here watching, nigga?
You just here?
Where your notepad at? What is you doing?
Don't be another intern, bro.
Hey.
Don't be another intern, right?
Here, man.
Let me chill.
Yeah,
Let me chill. We're only a minute and a half in. Let me chill.
It's that drink.
Right.
It's that drink she made you.
I'm with it.
But yeah, so I'm sure some people may be late. It is Easter Sunday or Resurrection Sunday, as some people call it.
Yeah, I know some people have been saying that more and more lately.
Yeah, because people are trying to get away from the pagan holiday of celebrating Ishtar, the goddess of like spring and fertility or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are like trying to go back to the Christian religious views on it, which is Resurrection Sunday. But then you ask other people, like they don't celebrate at all or whatever. So teach your own, stuff like that. I get it. But yeah.
Yeah, for the longest time, Easter just didn't mean anything to me because I had to work every Easter Sunday at the theater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I wouldn't realize it was Easter till so I saw all the fancy hats. I'm like, oh, it's,
all the bright suits.
Yeah, oh man, it is Easter. Like he was waiting for that one. Like he said, I'm gonna kill the game.
Man, stopped out. Yeah, I'm finna shut it down.
Man.
Yeah, see, this is only my second. This is my second year not being in church on Resurrection Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but last year we was in the pandemic, so we didn't have anything. And then this year, I'm just like not actively in the church or whatever.
How do you feel COVID has affected church? Because I feel, I mean, as somebody who didn't go to church, who just like kind of on the outside looking in, I think COVID has hit church in a way I don't think it can recover from.
I think it definitely can recover. I think, well, a lot of like at my church, Victory, they were doing live broadcast or whatever. Mm-hmm. So they would just record it. We were kind of ahead of the game. Hey, mom, my man in
oh,
chat.
hey.
So
Mama.
we were kind of ahead of the curve a bit on that, doing like live episodes or not episodes, doing live streams of the service or whatnot. So. The ones that were ahead of the curve are kind of doing fine. There's minor tweaks here and there or whatever. But as far as in person service though, it definitely impacted kind of hard.
So wait, with the live stream services, is it like Twitch where you send them like money through, like you just do your offering through the thing?
No, so,
that'd be wild. You send somebody like 500 stars offering. Like that'd be wild.
So for our tithes and offering, we actually we set up like. I forgot the name of the app, but there's a separate app where specifically for churches and stuff like that, so that you can take your offering through online or whatever, your tithing or offering. Like we got a guy who was a member of our church. He plays overseas and I believe Turkey.
I remember you talking about him, yeah.
Yeah, so he plays overseas and he would send his tithes over, over the stream or whatever. And yeah, that's just how it went. But like I said, in person though, it definitely affected. Just because
in person, I don't think. I mean, like somebody who never went, I don't think it could bounce back.
I think so. I think people are, especially like active churchgoers, like I was. Like we are looking forward, like we are waiting for church to be open, just be excited to be in because it's not just about. It's more so about the fellowship and seeing your people or whatever, being there, the atmosphere. Like Like, I'm not one of those people that need the atmosphere, but a lot of people get that atmosphere and that carries them through the week. So I think people are actively looking to go back or whatever. They have to be cautious about it now. Like my grandma, I don't think she might not ever step back into a church just because of how old she is and stuff like that. She might not ever do it or whatever. I mean, I hope she would. I hope times will get better so that we could. But as of right now, I don't really see it happen.
See, if the way I see it, as somebody who didn't go, is when I think of people going to church every Sunday, I'm thinking like you got to go every Sunday or most Sundays. See, your mom thinking about us back.
Yeah, Mama said
when I feel like when you go to church every Sunday, and then it's like it's just what you do. Sunday is church, and then you like, you know what? I can sleep in now. I don't have to go to church, or I can do this instead of go to church. I can do this instead of going to church, and then you get that big chunk of your day that was occupied by church to yourself. And then with a lot of people who like who go to church and stuff like that, like, and who also work. Because like when you work, you already don't got time for yourself, and then you go to church, which is not really time for yourself. I mean, it kind of is, but like,
yeah.
But to say, yo, like, you know what, we're gonna give you an extra 4 hours to do whatever you want to do,
right?
And then once you have that
4 hours,
however long your church service is,
nah,
so say the longer you make it, the more I do not want to go. The more I do not want to go.
Look, man, we got our church service down to at the max hour 15 minutes.
Oh, word.
Like, dude, we was in and out. Like you don't need to be in church all day.
I agree with that.
You don't need to be in church
I used to go to
Sunday.
church with my boy Danny, and like, man, they tricked me one time. I ended up with a double service. Yeah, because I'm like, she like after we was done, it was like we had to head down to the basement, and it was food down there. I'm like, why they feeding us? We about to go home.
I know you're not.
Yeah, you're not. And then afterwards we went back upstairs and sat back down in the same spot. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, oh my God, I don't. But like I said, you know, I'm glad people get a use of it.
Yeah, it's like I said, I definitely think people. Like I said, my mom just said she missed going to church. Like I know a lot of people miss it. I actually I had a time where I sat in at the end of the last service a couple weeks ago. Like I pretty much missed the first half or whatever, but I was able to go. It was first Sunday, so I did my communion or whatever, which I haven't did in a while. But yeah, so it was cool. Like I said, I think people are actively looking to get back. People just scared right now, man. That's all.
So you think it's mostly fear?
Yeah, it's just you don't, because the unfortunate part about it is so many people are coming from so many areas. What's up, Darcel?
What's up?
So yeah,
Happy Easter.
Same to you. So many people are coming from so many different areas. Like we have people coming from the west side, from Southfield, from Bloom, like all over the place. So you don't know what they do in their personal lives. You know how you don't know how safe they're being.
Right.
So you have to take that into consideration and be like, you know what, I'm just go ahead and sit out. I'll watch the live stream on Facebook and or like some people actually have the live stream directly on their site, so you can go to the site or whatever. Like I've seen those where you can go to the site and they'll have same with Twitch. You can go pay your time right there while you watching.
Oh, B-Lot. Hey,
baby. But yeah, you can do all of that stuff right there. And sometimes I miss it. So once this is all over, I'll get back into it soon. But, yep. So what's on the docket, man?
Yo, we got to talk about your boy Derek Jackson.
That's your man's.
He ain't my man.
That's your man.
Not my man's.
Look, I actively, for the people watching, I did not want to talk about this. There was two things I didn't want to talk about. Derek Jackson and Lil Nas X.
Okay, and I'm gonna compromise with you. We gonna leave Lil Nas out of this.
Okay,
but we gotta talk about Derek Jackson just for a little bit.
I do not like Derek Jackson.
Me neither.
Okay.
Me neither.
Okay, so why do you want to talk about Derek Jackson?
Because how much I don't like him. So, I was talking to Ms. B earlier, and we was talking about how he did the video with him and his girl, and how his girl was looking all frumpy and humbled and junk. The undertones of that was, you see what I got to deal with? Do you see why I did what I did? And
that's not though.
And for those who don't know, he was this guy who talks all this stuff about relationships and how men who cheat are trash, and if you don't respect the women by respecting women, then yeah, clown ass, right? And then you trash, and then he went and cheated. Then he came on there with his girl like, I'm so sorry, we gonna get through this. And but if you look, you'll see what I had to deal with, and you see why I did it. But he said, he was like going through stuff. They was like broken up and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I did hear that. I heard that they were broken up, and it was But I don't believe that this is like a one-time thing. This is definitely a recurring thing that it looked like she's gotten used to.
Now. If you do it, look, I mean, I'm not a cheater, but I feel like if you cheat one time, you would probably never get caught. It's the multiple. It's the when you go back for more. Yeah. Like I did it one time, I'm trying to 3-peat. You know what I'm saying? Greedy. And then you can't 3-peat. You get caught and you lose.
Right. Yeah. I guess I hate all the because if you. I seen this really funny like compilation they did with like years ago before he even sorry, but I'm reading the comments and popping up. My bad, y'all. They did a compilation video of him arguing with himself, and he was contradicting himself because on one hand he was saying, "Oh, make sure you do this, and this." And ladies, you will get a man. And then in the same like couple weeks later, he was like, you can do this, and this, and you'll never get a man. That man will always cheat on you. It's like, bro, like you're pandering. And I hate that. Like, hate that.
See, but that's his niche. That's his thing. He knows that if he talks to these like particularly godly women, and like
that was another.
No, he tried to blame God.
Man, I did not like that.
Yo, he said ever since I turned my life around to God, it has been terrible. He ain't going back to churches when they open. Dog.
I did not like that just because you can't blame your higher power for your missteps and your misdeeds or whatever. That was your fault. Like you the one made that decision. God ain't forced you to do nothing you didn't want to do.
Right.
Like
but you know what though? When he did a reaction video of his video and was talking to himself in the third person, that's wild. That's wild.
It's a money play.
But look, I got a friend who like bought his books and everything, and she was hurt.
She an idiot.
Yo. But look, but she was hurt by that. She was like, "Oh, I'm about to burn a book and all of this other stuff." And I'm like, that's tough. So like, old boy see his life like that was his livelihood. That's how he got money. He got money telling women that they were better than men. You know what I'm saying? And now he was like, well, actually, y'all are equal because I just cheated anyway.
Right. But you are one of the men that you set up on these platforms and trash in your car going to cheat on your wife. Like you trash cheaters every single chance you got. Mm-hmm. Trash dudes every single chance you got. Mm-hmm. And you was in your car going on your way to cheat.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And but I feel that like people like him and also let me put my phone down. People like him and Steve Harvey. Like that's the reason. Like I feel like if you've been married and divorced. This is your second marriage. You can't tell me about marriage, yo.
Well, he didn't do it twice.
You can't tell me about marriage, yo. You can't tell me about marriage. You can't tell me about how men think. You can't tell me how women think. You don't even know how you think. Mm-hmm. Like you can't even make your mind up. You can't even make it work with one woman. So you have to move on to another one. Like I don't want to hear my relationship is my relationship, and we will work through things as we work through things. I'm not about to take advice from any outside.
But though, it's not men taking his advice. It's women taking his advice because he puts it in a way, and Derek Jackson it makes women be like, that's how I felt. So it's like he's agreeing with women, and then most niggas not about to just sit there and agree with women. Like me and my girl, like we be watching the Game or Girlfriends, and I be like, all of these people are terrible in here, except the nigga though. Like Duran is cool. Derwin is cool, but like Tia, like she's terrible. But like it's this figure in front of everybody. And he's pretty much agreeing with them. So like, oh, you agree with me? I want to hear you agree with me more. Right. Here's money. Like I will pay you so I can read about you agreeing with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you what? If you try to give a girl like the truth, and one of them tried to give the girl like the truth, like this is just it is what it is kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Nigga would not sell a book. He would not sell a book. It would be no tours. It would be none of that. You would just be Future. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be it. So
I heard a very interesting statement that I don't want to get into right now, but we can get into later. This actually a woman said it. She said women don't want the truth; they want honesty. And I was like, like, because the truth will hurt, but just being honest in that moment is what they want. But the truth in itself, they don't want that. They just want honesty. And I was like,
that'd have been a nice building block for the end of the thing.
Yeah,
you should have held on to that one.
Yeah, but I mean, it's an interesting topic. I would like to unpack, just not right now.
I wouldn't even know where to begin to unpack that.
That's what I'm saying. Now, I want to be educated.
Yeah, I would need prep time for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I need like Batman level.
Yeah, definitely Batman level prep time.
Yeah.
But anyway, one of the things I did want to talk about was
I'm unprepared. Go ahead.
You unprepared? Oh my god, we always unprepared. It's all right.
That's all right.
One of the things I did want to talk about was so HBO gave what's her name, Issa Rae, got like a $40 million deal or whatever.
Yeah, Insecure.
Yeah, well, it wasn't just based off Insecure,
but Issa Rae from Insecure.
Yeah. Yeah, she got this big deal from HBO or whatever. That's part of the reason why Insecure ended so fast or whatever, because they wrapped that up to bring all those awesome writers and producers and stuff from Insecure onto her new projects or whatever. Mm-hmm. And when it got announced, something else got announced that was like kind of flew under the radar.
Yeah, that
was Mark Phillips. I don't know how true it is, but they say he has a deal in the works with HBO as well.
I feel like he should,
which is great.
Well, I feel like his deal should be more so with like ESPN or like Fox or something. Something with a sports segment.
But so this particular one is supposed to be like a sketch comedy show, as far as I know. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be a sketch comedy show or whatever. And I just want to talk about it because he's somebody that's in our age range.
Yeah.
That like he from day one, he put his homeboys on. Mm-hmm. They got together, and the thing I liked about it was that you can tell that even though he is the front runner, mm-hmm. and like you can tell his homeboys respect him as the front runner. Like you was the one that kicked this off, that got started or whatever. Yep. I'm just saying, you want me to murk the camera? I got you.
Right.
You want me to edit something? I got you.
Right.
Like they benefiting from it or whatever. Yeah. And it just goes to show like how much like just everyday dudes can accomplish. If like
I'm pretty sure Drake has a line about this. Drake has a line exactly about this.
I'm sure he did.
Not Do Not Disturb. The one with. Go ahead, man. I'm gonna think about it.
I don't know. I don't listen to Drake. But so yeah, it just goes to show like what like young black dudes can do if they just get if the people they get on board like stay on board and not everybody try to be the captain. Like if it wasn't you didn't see the vision or whatever, you just follow the vision through. And that's okay. Yeah. You will still benefit greatly from it. Like they don't have to work a job, but they in life now because they produce like they got people Shannon Sharp, LeBron James, what's the dude's name? The Richard Jefferson. Mm-hmm. All of them are quoting their stuff on ESPN or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's like, like that kind of social impact, especially for me, for like anime heads and like geeks and nerds and stuff, like that stuff is big. And if you just get behind people and y'all, work together or whatever, you never know what you can do.
Right.
And they grind it out on YouTube, got their ad revenue. Mm-hmm. They got their own like convention the same way they got like they got anime or like Anime Con or Human Con, stuff like that. Yeah. They got their own conventions and everything. It's dope. It's really inspiring.
The thing that's hard about that though is a lot of people don't want to like play their position if they're not a starter.
Play your part.
Like nobody wants to come off the bench. Like if you come off the bench and y'all like win, it's like, well, it's like you happy but you wish you would have started. But if you're on the bench and you lose, you like, well, if I would have played, then we would have won.
You know who got a lot of rings off playing the bench? Manu Ginobili.
Yeah,
Manu Ginobili, the best sixth man in the year.
Finding friends to work like that is so hard, though. Extremely hard to find. Yeah,
it is. It's really hard to find. Just because so many people want to be the chief. Not enough Indians. Like we come on, just get behind me. Let's work together. Yeah. And I will put y'all on. Y'all go get something. Yeah. Your name might not be in the title, but you in.
But you did. But then, like I said, and then they don't always see the vision the way that the person who's initiating it does.
Right.
And but people see things differently though for different reasons. Yeah. Like say I came in here seeing Streamlabs, you came in here seeing Facebook Live,
and we got an easy compromise. Like we compromised, we made it work out, and this is like, well, I think in our case it's totally different. Like we co-lead this thing together. Like we not like it's just one person. That was like when I hit you about the podcast, it was like. You was already thinking about doing one.
Yeah.
So it made it easier to go into it. So I'm sure you already had ideas. I already had ideas. So we was able to come together and make it work. Mm-hmm. But it'd be different if it was like if it was you wanted to do the podcast and then I jumped in like, no, man, we should do this and we should do it that way. And like, nigga, you ain't even had this idea. Like, chill out. So that's different. But yeah, I just think it's hard, especially for guys to like curb their ego and put it to the side and help out their fellow man or whatever. It's tough. But like I said, Manu Ginobili could have went to almost any team in the league and started. And a perfect example. If you look at the old OKC team with KD, Serge Ibaka, Russell Westbrook, the golden age OKC team. James Harden left that team to go to the Rockets.
Right.
If he would have stayed and took that cut to stay on the bench or come off the bench or whatever, that would have been a great team still. But he wanted to be a starter. He wanted to get more money. All that stuff.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you. You know I'm still a good combination.
Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. But yeah, like all of that stuff, man. Like if you just like you said, play your positions in chess. Sometimes you a king, sometimes you a pawn. But everybody has a goal, or everybody has a certain job they got to fulfill.
Yeah.
Everybody. So, and then not to skip over Issa Rae, but yeah, Issa Rae has done an amazing job. Like I think we talked about like Insecure or whatever.
Yo, I got one thing to say about Issa Rae and Insecure. Have you watched Insecure?
I have not offhandedly. I have not directly.
Look, the amount of man ass they show in Insecure is crazy. Like, I mean, crazy. Like, I've watched every episode of Insecure from pilot to where it is now. It is man ass in like every single episode, but woman ass, you not getting it. You are not getting it.
This is not for the heterosexual.
No, straight man butts, bro. And I'm just like, I don't.
I mean, well, there's
no, but I'm like, no, let's be equal here.
The target audience isn't men; it's about women.
Yo, but like women have butts too.
Yeah, but that's not who they targeted.
Nah,
I'm targeting women.
So. Like, I'm good.
So I mean, I get it.
I don't.
Get it, but
I don't.
I mean, I didn't watch it. I offhandedly watched it. And actually, I don't remember seeing any got busting episodes I watched. So,
you
like I said, so India started watching it over at the apartment when I was in with the apartment or whatever, and I would just like walk past while I was working or going to work or whatever, and like something happened, and I was like I had stopped and I looked and I kept walking, and then I had found myself stopped. Watch a little bit longer, and I kept walking. And then one day, I just found myself just sitting down. Like, okay, who was that? Okay, what happened? Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, Insecure is a good show. I rock it.
Insecure. It is like for the episodes I've seen, I liked it a lot. Like I was like, that's a good show, and I can see why people are really into it. So, yeah, that's cool.
But speaking of like business moves, what do you think about this thing going on with the Joe Budden podcast right now, man?
I think it's cool. I mean, it's. So I actively listen to the Joe Budden podcast, and it doesn't seem like anything business wise, anything money wise. It looks like to my eyes, it looks like some friends had a falling. Well, not even had a falling out. They just had a disagreement, and they taken their separate ways. And because he's the front runner of the contract, I gotta keep going. And then once everything get cool behind the scenes, they'll come back. And like I don't really see nothing.
I feel like it was a business thing.
I don't think so.
I think so. I think the money he got offered from Spotify, the money he got Joe Budden offered from Triller and all them other places, I think was more than what he got from Patreon. Even though, of course, I don't know figures, but yeah. I feel like those companies offer more than Patreon, but they offer Joe like ownership. Which I guess, he preaches and which a whole bunch of LLC Twitter people preach. Yeah. But they were saying what's his name? Joe Budden like, I don't want to give up Rory's rights for this. And I don't want to give up Maul's rights for this.
Oh, yeah, but
I don't know nothing that the other niggas do besides this.
But do you listen to the pod and like, do you know, like, are you guys going to the new Tony Island? We can talk about that, the new Tony Island, Tony Island.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Intern, mark that. We can bring that up. So the thing is, like, they all agreed not to take those different deals or whatever. Mm-hmm. The issue, so from me listening to that podcast, the issue was that over the past few episodes, they've been like, they always have their times where they bicker and they, banter or whatever. Mm-hmm. But there was one particular episode where Joe looked at where he was talking to the co-host Rory, and they were like, he was like, you know, I don't argue with my friends like this. I don't engage in this kind of conversation with my friends like this.
Who said we're friends?
And he was like, who said we friends? And then that kind of like triggered Joe, like, yo, like it's something got to be wrong because every time he was like, we would come in here. And, you know, I know nothing about y'all personally. Like, I don't know what's going on at home. So maybe it is something going on between me and you. And if it is, like, we can dead this podcast because I value our friendship more. And the issue that Ma had, which is the other co-host, he was like, well, Joe told Roy, like, yo, why don't you go ahead, sit a few episodes out, and then, you know, come back when we good or whatever. But Ma was like, yo, who are you to tell Roy to sit at home? Like, you can't just, that's like if me and you had it falling out and you was like, you know what, Bobby, I got the podcast by myself. Why don't you go ahead and chill out for a minute and we work things out behind the scenes, and then in turn be like, yo, you're not his boss. Like, that kind of thing. So that's where the issue lies or whatever. And I understand that. Like, I understand Ma's point. You're not his boss or whatever. That was the whole point of them going into this thing, was that, you know, we not each other's bosses or whatever. But in essence, Joe's the boss. Joe's name is on everything.
Yeah.
Like, he's the one divvying out everything. He's the one that, you know, busts the bag down. Like, yeah, he's the boss or whatever. So I understand the business move from Joe to preserve their friendship.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's anything to do with money. I really don't. I think it's all friendship. Just because I listen to that podcast so much, I don't think it has anything to do with money.
I don't.
Yeah.
But like you said, like your mom asks, you go hit up the new Tony Island?
I definitely am when I get a chance. I might go tomorrow.
It's on the east side or west side?
It's on the east side.
Where's it at?
It's somewhere off Dickerson.
I don't even know where that is, bro.
It's like, I know the area. I think it's over near my church. I think it's over there. If I recognize that corner, I think that's where it's at. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna go check it out. Black on Coney Island. And not just a black on Coney Island, but it's rapper Tone. It's his Coney Island or whatever. The What Up Bro Burger, I might skip that one. but I'm definitely gonna try it. You know,
Did somebody steal a burger from your dad or something?
I don't want to go into it right now. I don't want to go into it right now.
Because, you know, I had heard it twice. I heard you say it and I heard your sister say something about it, but I don't know who it was. But I felt like it was a burger I ate and loved.
Yeah, we'll go into it later. Okay. Just because, like, it's convoluted.
Oh, Caleb Puffs, what's up?
Oh, she said it's on East Warren. Okay.
Dickerson, East Warren, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'll go into that later. But yeah, the big baby, we'll talk about that later in a different conversation.
Yep.
That's definitely it's definitely a story. Like, people like Danny Brown, and I got homeboys up in Flint that came down to get the burger, and they say, man, that mug was trash. And I'm like, yeah, because my dad didn't make it. So, but yeah, we'll talk about that at a different time. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely good to see a black-owned Coney Island, something that we shall support.
Yeah.
Please don't be over there rowdy and, you know.
You're asking too much. Stop it.
Man, don't.
But you know, like, the Detroit thing is a Coney Island is not stamped as good till a nigga gets shot in front of it. So if it's good, it will be on the news. If ain't no bodies getting shot, shit is mediocre.
I mean, but over in East Warren, do they? I don't know. I don't live over there, so I can't speak on that. I can't speak on that neighborhood because I don't be over there.
No, the bullets will come where the Coney Island is. Like, it doesn't.
Well, you gotta wait to see, like, those drunken nights when people leaving the club.
Yeah.
So you gotta wait till that time. But
and you know, we got the summer coming, so if it's some shootings, the food slap.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We'll see. But I'm definitely gonna hit it up. Remember, we used to go to the Coney Island from work home from school.
Oh, Roberts?
Yeah, Roberts.
Yeah, tons of shootings over there.
Dog,
tons of shootings.
Over on 7th and Waltham. Do you remember how mad we was when they upped the price of the chili cheese?
Man, was it like 15 cents or 50 cents or something? It was something petty, but I was outraged. Oh my God.
So 9th grade year, we used to walk home from school from Osborne, and we used to always get $1.50 chili cheese fries.
It was $1.50?
It was $1.50.
Times have changed, dog.
Chili cheese fries was $1.50, bro. We used to go in there, place our order, then go to the
Yeah.
store across the street, get something to drink.
Yep.
Come back, fries ready, smash.
Right.
We went in one day. They was $1.60.
Yo, man.
Nigga, see them tables in
Man, I don't remember how much the price was, but I remember it being an increase and me being not okay with it.
Yeah.
I was not okay with it.
Because now I can't go over here and get my 50-cent drink.
Yeah.
Now I gotta have $2.10. I was so mad. I was so heated, yo. So
You ever stop by the Coney Island, B? You ever stop by the Coney Island?
All the time. Man.
all the time, man. How much the chili cheese fries now?
Probably like $3.
I
$3.50.
don't eat them, so.
You don't eat chili cheese fries?
No,
What you get?
like mozzarella sticks.
Oh, this nigga weird. Yo, you a senior, right?
Yeah, I'm saying.
What's your plans for after high school?
Currently, I'm just trying to find a job after high school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, simple stuff.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to go to college yet, but we'll see.
Okay.
I still
Well,
got time.
How you feel about college, Bob? You did some time.
man, I did time to pen.
Hey.
No, to me, it depends what you go for. Like, don't be out here being like Dr. Lovejoy and trying to be a doctor and don't go to college. Like, if you go into college, go for something that's actually like, you know,
Hey, but that nigga.
he got bank.
Hey.
He got money over there. You know,
But the dude is clearly talented though. The dude is clearly talented. The dude.
he had a whole pay staff.
That's what I'm saying. He's
He had
talented.
a whole
The dude is
pay
talented and the
staff.
dude is smart. See, if we had Streamlabs, we could bring up his picture right now.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
We gonna work on that. We get a better camera, get the Streamlabs going. You know, maybe if we do this again, it'll be better.
Yeah.
But yeah, if my thing is, it depends on what you're going for, man. Like I when I have kids, I would definitely push my kids into going to trade school over going to college or whatever, because people always need houses, people always need plumbing, people always need those kind of hard labor or, you know, hand labor jobs or whatever.
Yeah.
So I would definitely push them in some kind of trade school. If you want to do some kind of art like I did, I would say don't go to college or whatever. Like, the majority of the stuff they go teach you, you can learn on your own. You
Yep.
can learn from YouTube. You can learn from Skillshare.
Yep.
I probably shouldn't say these names until they sponsor us, but you can learn these things or whatever on your own. You can go, you know, if daddy got the money, you want to travel abroad, you want to go somewhere and, you know, look at the Mona Lisa and all that stuff, you can.
You said what? You said if you got the money,
If I got the money, you know.
you gonna send your kid abroad?
Yeah, I would. If I had the money. I ain't got it, so I ain't doing it. But if I had it, I would. You know, why not?
Nah, see, my kid will have to work for that. That's
Nah, man.
Nah, that's part of the struggle. Make you appreciate,
No.
make you appreciate it out there.
Nah,
so you got to pay for your way there and your way back, nigga.
No.
Nah, you have a loving home waiting when you come back. Like, nah.
Nah, I would definitely, like, you know, like I said, push my. I would if I had the money. If I ain't got it, I ain't got it.
Yeah.
Point blank period. I ain't got it. You ain't going abroad. You ain't doing none of that stuff. Sit back here. Sit on here. Use your little coloring book. Go ahead and cut. You know, color or whatever. But yeah, all in all, I do think college is a scam. There's no way in the world you should be able to take out loans of that capacity at such a young age, fresh out of high school, especially without being taught about how loans work, how banks work, stuff like that, about just how general income work, interest rates, all of that stuff. Like, we didn't even have, we had home ec when I was a senior in college when we had home ec, but I think we did maybe 1 week of like household bills or whatever.
See, look, and I went to, I did 2 years at Fraser.
Yeah.
And that was a whole class. So they teach those white kids. Like, they teach you about interest rates, they teach you about credit cards, they teach you about balance transfers, which is 0%, which is one thing I preach a lot. And they went over all of that for these white kids. And then, for a fact, when I was in DPS, we never got that. Like, we had home ec, but nigga, they taught us how to, like, sew. You know what I'm saying? But
that's still a valuable
I mean, that's
skill.
cool.
And in middle school, that's a valuable
that's
skill.
cool, but like, I'm telling you though, like, they taught us about all of that stuff. They got us 1040 easy tax forms and stuff like that. Like, they educated us. They really fucking educated us. And like I said, out there in like DPS, they didn't really give it to us.
Yeah, but it's a lot of those programs that they cut, from inner city schools or whatever.
But those are the important ones.
That's why they cut them. Like, they cut all the arts. Like, I think the last time I had art before going to college was 10th grade year, and then by that time they had already cut band. They had already cut. They never. Every single year I was at Osborne, they was like, "Yeah, we getting the pool fixed. We getting the pool fixed. We getting the pool fixed." Is the pool fixed at Osborne?
No clue.
The pool still is not faced at Osborne.
See, and over at Frazier, we had a swim team, we got a dive team, and all that other stuff. I don't think they had a chess team though. That'd have been live.
Yeah, we didn't have a chess team either.
But yo, I always say chess is a scam, and
chess or college?
Nah, chess is fun. Chess not a scam. Less niggas cheating, but but college is a scam, and I always felt like it came from a government level. Okay. And this is my theory behind college is a scam. Okay. So, let's say you're a big company. Let's say you are Microsoft, right? Mm-hmm. Microsoft wants to hire people. So, the government, but people are going to college. So, the government tells Microsoft like, "Yo, we only want you to hire people with college degrees." Mm-hmm. So, if people want to work at Microsoft, they got to go to this place and get this college degree. But everybody can't afford this college degree, so they got to get these loans and things like that, which has to go back to the government. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's some roundabout way. I kind of think that the government pushed those higher up companies to require a degree. Right. Because like a lot of things that you learn, like I say, if you want to be do digital imaging at Microsoft, Photoshop is the same, whether you went to school for it or whether you learned it on YouTube. Nigga, a brush is a brush. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But no, you got to spend $60,000 or more so we know that you know how to use this brush. You know what I'm saying?
You got to have 10 years experience.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like the government can push those things to the businesses by providing them benefits or kickbacks or something like that to make them say, you know what, yeah, we're going to make that a requirement.
You know what? I'm not too versed in that, but it sounds very legit.
Yeah, it sounds like something that can happen, right?
I'm a conspiracy theorist. Yeah. So that sounds very legit.
Yeah, it sounds like something that could definitely happen.
Definitely. Like I said, I just don't think... It depends on what you're going for. It really depends. And if you want to be an art teacher, then yes, go to school to be an art teacher or whatever. If you want to be an English teacher, go to school to be an English teacher or whatever.
See, man, I would have loved to have been an English teacher. Like, English teacher, if they say, yo, Jay, you can be an English teacher, you only got to go to school for like 6 months or something. Right. I'd be like, bet, sign me up, I'm going to be an English teacher. But you want me to go for like 2-4 years?
No, I think it's like
I don't care.
Because you got to do the regular English stuff.
More than 6 months, I'm not going. I'm not going. Don't matter.
So you got to do like the regular, like your English degree, and then you got to get like a teacher certificate, right?
See, my thing is, I would want to teach in DPS. And a lot of people don't. Like, I had a friend who was a teacher. He out there in like DeQuinder or something, like 13 in DeQuinder, whatever district that is. He could not find a teaching job. They said, you want to go to DPS? We got plenty of jobs. He's like, nah, I'm straight. This nigga would rather be unemployed than go teach at DPS.
But see, that's sad though. Was he black or white guy?
He white guy.
White guy? Oh no.
Yeah,
see,
he white guy.
Understandable. Go out there, that's understandable.
Yeah, but so like me, like I said, I would want to be a DPS English teacher just because the way I feel like the way these schools teach English is not great. It's not great. I feel being able to handle and conduct a conversation correctly is more important than being able to identify the parts of a conversation. So like, or a sentence. So like gerund, subject, predicates, like all that matters. But once you're focused on like crafting correct sentences, those things are going to come to you along the way. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You're going to know what you're talking about after you've done it for a while. Right. But putting like that boring stuff on people's like plates and junk, like, nigga, they gonna lose interest in it. They gonna have no reason to want to learn how to read because, nigga, this is what I got to look forward to. I don't know. I'm good. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, I totally get. Like, I wasn't the best in English. Like, my handwriting is trash. No, mine's trash. I'm good at like creative writing and like regular writing or whatever. But like as far as penmanship, it's trash.
Well, that's handwriting. That's different. That's not English.
But yeah, like did you know there was this there was a couple of years ago there was like an incentive to get black male teachers particularly in math and science and DPS. So they was like giving you like bonuses and like extra kickback money or whatever to be a black man teaching math, science, and English in DPS.
Oh, see, if they would offer me something like that, it would have been feasible. That's something I would have probably pursued. Mm-hmm. But man, I don't know.
See, I can't. The last male or black male English teacher I remember was Mr. Graham. No, Mr. Buford. That was 9th grade year, Mr. Buford.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that was the last one I remember. But we had...
Did I tell y'all seen him at Joe D one time?
he a coach or something. One of his, I think his sons is I'm friends with him on Facebook. One of his sons play or whatever, play somewhere. But I think he like not a dean, but like he's not a principal. I forgot what district he in, but they call it like a dean or a principal somewhere. But yeah, he's doing really well. Shout out to Mr. Buford, Mr. B.
Yo.
He Mr. B let us slide on a lot of stuff.
Yo, he let me slide the hardest.
Yes.
I was so happy because I was late every single day.
Me too.
I was late. He was right with me.
Ninth grade, you was always late.
You were there, and I had got there one day and I was late again, and it was after we took that reading test or whatever, and I had got like. It was like the 12.9 plus, which is the highest you can get or whatever. So I scored the highest. And then after that, he took me out. He said, "Bro, you late every day." I'm like, "I know, like my bad." But he said you can read though, and most of these people can't, so I'm gonna let you slide. I'm like, "Thank you so much. I appreciate that."
That's great at the time, but that creates such a laziness in some people.
No, I was gonna be lazy anyway.
But I mean, like outside of you, it's in general. Like, if
no saying you're good, don't worry about it. I feel like that makes you want to stay good. Cause it's like as long as I'm good,
but
it ain't like it's being pretty or something. Like,
but some people then don't put in effort after that. They like they just slide by. You know what? I'm smart and just slide by, and nobody actually challenges them in other areas of life to get better. Like you can.
Well, don't challenge me in English, nigga. And that's the only thing he got. That's the only thing he's supposed to do is challenge me in English, nigga. I got a 12.9. You go up to 10.0. I beat you already, nigga. Like or 9.0. Leave me alone. Like I'm done.
See, when I took it, I was at 11. Yeah.
Lapped your ass. No.
Yeah. You got me. And I was there every day. Well, your mom was an English teacher, right? Or what was she?
She was a sub.
So okay.
But you know what?
But she taught English, didn't she?
She was. She taught English. She was big into literature. So.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Like I said, she used to make me watch TV with the closed caption on. That's how.
That's different.
Yeah, that's how I got. Like nigga, no volume, straight closed caption.
Oh yeah, no. You gotta read fast.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, which has helped me in my like Naruto days or whatever. You know what I'm saying? My Naruto days, and then
I'm sure
when I'm watching like different movies and they got subtitles. Like, my dad is watching some Mexican novella or something on like Netflix. Dude, nigga, not the best reader. So like every time there's like a lot going on, he got to like keep pausing, and I'm just like, oh damn, that's tough.
Can't watch it with you.
Right, that's the toughest. Like we like take you a year to get through a season. I'm good.
Chill on Pops, man. No. Chill on Pops, man. Yeah, well, what else we got, man? We got anything else?
Oh, check the comments.
That's it. He at the bottom of it, man.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
So, yeah. Let me see if let me check my whole list. See what I got on here. Let's see what I got on here I wanted to bring up. What you, oh, you know what? Wax segue. How was your week?
It was alright. All like I said, I had changed my diet up for this week. I've only been eating because I went to the doctor. He said, you know, like every black person, you have high blood pressure or whatever. But he didn't say it was like super high. He said it was on the high side or whatever. And then he asked me why, and I'm like, well, because I eat KFC every day before work. And then he said, oh, I know exactly why your blood pressure is high. I'm like, me too. Like, you so smart. Oh my God. Like I said, college ain't a scam at all.
Man,
like, but,
18 years in college for that.
Like, man, you
Thank
are
you, Doc.
Genius. So he was like, is there any way you can stop doing it? And I'm like, well, maybe. But it's like, it's nothing to eat around my plant. It's KFC and it's Papa John's. That's it.
Yeah.
So the past week, I went out, I bought some grilled chicken. I bought some chicken and I was grilling it before work on the George Foreman. So I was eating that, and I was just eating like fruit throughout the day. And like maybe like some chips here and there. But that was it. Like that was it. I lost 5 pounds like the 1 week.
Oh, man.
And but I was exhausted. Like my body like literally could not like work. Like I got around like 1 o'clock, like right after lunch, man, I was finished.
How much water are you drinking?
Pure water, none. But like vitamin water and like Gatorade, plenty.
Oh, you should try just like some Fiji, some regular water, or whatever, add to your diet. It might help. I don't know.
Fiji, nigga. I'm from the streets, nigga.
Fiji, bro. Fiji slaps so hard. Fiji slaps so hard.
One of my coworkers caught themselves being nice. He brought me a water. Nigga bought me a Dasani.
Bro, they disrespect.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, I'm already thirsty and hot. You bring me a fucking Dasani, nigga. The fuck
I'm gonna do? Wash my hand with this?
Right, dog. No, I am sure. You know, and then like every time I'll like, cause he worked next to me, so I'll pull it out. or whatever. Like every time he see it, it's like never been touched.
Look, bro, I'm not. Don't give me no Dasani, bro.
Yo,
No, you must give me some tap water.
man, I'm telling you,
Go to the sink, let it run 15 seconds, and then give me some
I'm
water.
telling you, Dasani and Absol Pure, bro. I'd rather drink anything else, bro. Like, I was struggling drinking Absol Pure, bro. I was struggling. Like I was like, so when I was at not Bell Tire, where I used to work to sell furniture. When I was at Gardner White. Yeah, I was at
Gardner. Get Gardner White mixed with Bell Tire.
I don't know, bro.
You never worked at Bell Tire,
man. Probably because I need to go, and I ain't been. But yeah, they would give us like those small Absolute Pure waters, man. And I just couldn't. I could not.
Nah, so it's been a pretty interesting week for me.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, man.
Yeah, it's been a pretty interesting week. So they gave us my last day of work was Thursday. They gave us Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. So tomorrow I got.
Oh, you off?
Yeah,
oh, congrats!
So that's great. I feel amazing. But I planned this photo shoot or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been doing that, and it was yesterday, and like my body is aching. Like tired.
So how you get hurt in the photo shoot?
I wasn't hurt.
Like what kind of angles were you doing? You was like, yo, I got this. Like,
yo, man, I was like, I don't have it on video, but I was on the floor. Like I was all kind of crazy, all kind of crazy stuff. But like it was mostly just like I had cleaned my office. I was up on. I think I was up from like 10:30 to 1:30 in the morning.
10:30 a.m.
Yeah, 10:30 a.m.
to 1:30 a.m.
So 1:30 a.m. Yep. Just running around or whatever. Like I took the intern to go get his senior pending coming up, or his this is senior year, so his senior stuff coming up. So I'm doing his senior pictures. So I took him to go get like his different outfits.
I like the same haircut Melvin had in his.
Yeah, Melvin's a little higher though. Yeah, and then his hair curly, so it just looked different in general. Yeah. But yeah, so I've been running around doing that, and then did the photo shoot yesterday. I left everything in it. Everything is still in the car. Mm-hmm. Like that's why some of my racks is empty.
No, that's how it be. Like yo, driving home be enough sometimes.
Yeah,
man.
That is.
Had one of them drive home in silence nights. Like just listen.
It feels so good, so amazing. But yeah, it's been a pretty interesting week, man. And tomorrow I'm supposed to be sitting down with Zeke.
Kyle brother?
No, not Kyle's brother. He was in that group BMC with Calvin.
No.
Okay. Well, he made beats or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'm supposed to be doing like a Zoom call with him tomorrow to get like probably picking one of his beats or whatever to like buy from him so I can use it in like a vlog or commercials and stuff like that.
That's
or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah. So
see, and I admire that about you because you support people.
Got to, man.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, what's free out here?
The bad thing is, I was looking for something free, but I was like, I don't really like nothing I was hearing or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I would gladly pay for an original beat or whatever I can keep for myself.
Yeah, but see, the thing about that is just one. Unless he got packed for you, because like a lot of those producers, like that people that I follow, like for my music and stuff, like I don't really buy their music like that. But every now and then they'll have like what they call like a dump. So it's like a bunch of beats that they made that they didn't feel was like super high quality enough to put out, but like are like good, but have like some of the stuff like I had sent Blaylock for like whatever, and those were from a dump. So I had them. I had the rights to them. I could use them, but I got like 50 beats for like $15.
Oh, okay,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like okay, if only like 2 of them like that was cool.
That's well worth.
That was cool.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Well. And then like that'd actually be good for me too. For like I'm just doing it for like vlogs and like if I could find something to like my boy Dre there, he was recording for like video or whatever.
Yeah, I seen him. Yeah,
so,
the thing he was on.
Yeah. So he got all the footage for like a promo spot or like commercials or whatever. So if I could find something in there, cool. But like I said, I would gladly pay somebody that I know. That does get work to make.
What kind of beats do you be looking for? Like, I mean, because that kind of sets like the mood of what you're selling.
Exactly, and I told him like, dude, I have no idea what I'm looking for. Like we could just.
I feel like your clothes give me more of like you want something more Wale, J. Cole-ish, not necessarily Drake-ish because it's a difference.
Yeah, definitely.
But
I want something luxurious like Ross. Give me Justice League. Call Justice League. No. That's what I want.
Like, so you went over budget.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Call Justice League. I need it. Call Cool and Drink. I need it.
Need it all.
No, but yeah, man, so that's I had a full weekend, man. Like between all the printing, driving around, photo shoot, doing this live today, tomorrow. I gotta drop to Wyandotte to drop off my Nikon.
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow, Monday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a full weekend, man. But you know, I'm here for it. I'm just like I said, I'm working so I can stop working one day. That's all.
That's what we tell ourselves.
Man, I just want to stop working one day. That's it.
Man.
Or I want to stop going to somebody else's job. I would say that.
There you go.
I want to stop going to somebody else's job. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that'd be nice too. Like I said, man, I just always feel like I'd be so close, but I don't know.
Look, you got to put that extra step in.
I don't know. I might have a little bit more free time than I've had recently coming up, so I'm gonna try and utilize that to the max.
Do it, man.
But you know, I be kicking on my girl, and then like your girls just make you lazy sometimes.
Man, it's the best feeling in the world. Dude, I got a cramp in here yesterday. So I was in here and I was like editing the photos I took from the photo shoot. And I'm sitting and I'm editing them or whatever, and I felt the back of my leg tense up, and I like straightened that straight out. So I had jumped up, and I'm walking around the house or whatever, and I'm like stretching, trying to get it out, and it would not go away. So I go in there and I tell my girl like, yo, you know, I feel a Charlie horse coming on. So like it's like super tight. So she's like lay on it. At first she was like, go in there, stretch or whatever, you'll be alright. So I'm trying to stretch and it just wasn't working. She's like, all right, lay on the bed. So I lay on the bed or whatever. And she rubbed the back of my leg. Heaven, yo. Heaven. And like she was like, you can feel how tight it is. I'm like, dude. And it's probably because I didn't drink any water that day. I didn't drink nothing. I barely even ate. Speaking of which, we finna end this because I'm finna go eat. Yeah. Granny cooked. So I'm finna go eat. But yeah, man, back of my leg tensed up something tough. And like she rubbed it out or whatever. Perfect the rest of the night. Fantastic.
Yeah, no, like having a girl to do stuff like that for you is fantastic.
It's amazing, yo. Gotta love
like having them on call.
Man, well, you ain't gotta worry about like so. Good thing is we live together, so I ain't gotta. Hey, I'm finna. Can you jump over here, help me out, and like that. Like I was telling her a story about how my cousin Ty he caught a Charlie horse. We had got done playing basketball. This is years ago. Got done playing basketball. And we had bunk beds. So he was staying with us for the summer like he always did. So he was over the top bunk. I was on the bottom bunk, and I think Burrell was downstairs doing something. And Dad had called me and him down to come eat. So we coming down. So I jump off the bed from playing the game. I jump off the bed. I go downstairs. And
this made y'all them checkers fries?
Nah. Nah. So I jump up, I run downstairs or whatever, and I left Todd there because when I saw him, he was on his way down. So he was like, I'm up there, I'm down here, I'm eating or whatever. And he was like, he finally came down here, bro. I had the worst Charlie horse. He caught the Charlie horse coming down off the ladder from the bunk bed. He said he fell back into the bed. It was just on his leg. I'm like, dog, that is the worst. He was up there for a good 30 minutes.
Dog, I remember one time I had went with you. I think it was like around Thanksgiving time, and I had went you to that basketball thing at that church.
Yeah.
Nigga, I went for a layup and I caught a cramp in the air. So when I went for the layup, like my leg wouldn't come back down. So I just like hit the ground, and I'm like, so I missed the layup. I'm on the ground and everything.
Nobody touched him. Like,
and I got up. I got up. I'm stretching and stuff, and it's the dude next to me. Like, 'cause I don't know none of these people. These your people, and I'm like, yeah, man, like. I ain't really thought, my leg was cramping up and stuff because I didn't do this and this. And I'm talking to this nigga. He's just like, yo. I'm like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna shut up.
Oh man, that's funny.
Well, Bob, you got anything for last topic? Last 7 minutes?
I ain't got nothing, man. I actually gotta find what's the thing? Building block.
A building block?
Yeah, I gotta think of something. I had something earlier in the week, but I gotta think of something.
And I'm trying to think of a fun fact, but
we can save it for later, man.
Yeah.
It's Resurrection Sunday. It's Easter. People know what it is. They know. We out of it right now. It's been a lot. I'm out of it. I can't say we. I'm out of it.
Yeah. Nah, I just don't know.
All in all, what you think about this live thing, man? You think is valuable to do another one sometime soon? Or
Yeah, no, I would definitely like to do another one soon. Maybe
every 10 episodes, or
I think every 10 is enough space, enough
Yeah,
time,
every
enough
10.
prep. Yeah.
and then we get that 1 week in between. But let's see, this last 5 minutes. Anybody that's watching, any topics y'all want to throw out, anything y'all want to say, let us know. We could be here till 8 o'clock exactly. All right? So last 5 minutes, give us some topics, something y'all want to hear our heroes talk about.
Your boy didn't come and talk smack about sports.
Oh, Joe. Speaking of which, Brooklyn, if they don't win this year, all them niggas bums. All of them bums.
I agree.
Every single
I
one of
agree.
them bums.
I
If they
agree.
don't win this year. I will never defend Kevin Durant. I will never defend Kyrie Irving. I will never defend James Harden if they don't win this year. Ever.
I agree. But I feel like there's no way they can't.
I don't know.
No, I feel like somebody else is gonna have to get injured before they lose. Like not one of they people, not like Blake or Aldridge, but like Kyrie would have to go down or James would have to go down.
But I'm not worried about the team itself. I'm worried about the other teams. Like if the Lakers find a way to beat the Brooklyn in the finals, don't say nothing to me. I will never defend KD in my life if they find a way to beat them with the current team they have. Like if Milwaukee beat them in the conference finals, I will never defend them a day and day like ever again.
Milwaukee is not a team built for the playoffs.
You don't think so?
No, they're not a playoff built team.
Maybe not behind Giannis, but
No. If Giannis went to Golden State, now that's the
I don't
team.
see it happening.
Man,
Giannis in Golden State.
that team will work, and they have the cap. You got to get rid of Draymond though. You got to
Yeah,
get rid.
they got the money for it.
You got to get rid. You got to get rid of Draymond. You got to get rid of Wiggins. You got to get rid of Oubre.
Yeah, but are you willing to have Steph not shoot like that to have Giannis have the ball? To let Giannis have the ball?
Giannis go do what we told him to do. We paying him, nigga.
Nah, that's not entirely true. You can't. Like
Yo.
he's a
Bro,
man.
we got Clay, we got Steph, and we would have Giannis. Yes, it would work. I feel like it would find a way to work.
Okay.
I mean, because I feel like if KD, he would have to sacrifice away like KD sacrificed, but KD still was scoring like 28 a game too.
But that's because KD's efficient. He don't need that many shots to get to.
And Giannis is efficient. He just dunk on people.
Yeah, but he had the ball in his hand. He had the ball in his hands a lot. That's a problem.
But I think that's more so out of necessity than planning.
Yeah, that could be true.
So if he's with somebody like a Steph and a Clay, to where he can't be double, or they're not watching the backdoor cuts as much because they worried about Steph and Clay. I
Okay.
don't think so. You know, even though I would want to keep Draymond if I could, but I don't think cap wise.
Draymond, he's not worth keeping.
I mean, I feel like I still feel like he's good because he's still a good facilitator. He played decent defense for somebody who's 6'6", and he's a good facilitator.
I don't know, yo. I mean, I could be
Well,
wrong.
you don't know sports, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
obviously, I don't know sports.
you don't know
I could
sports.
be wrong. Like, I don't see his value anymore. Like, well, maybe because he wasn't supposed to be the star player anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just the media hype around him made it seem like, oh, you're supposed to be this guy and keep the team down while your two partners hurt.
Yo, what was up with KD going off on Michael Rappaport like that?
I didn't even see it.
Yo, what are you doing?
Yeah, I didn't-
like, no, this dude, Kevin Durant was going off on Michael Rappaport. He was calling him a B word, a C word, and all of this other stuff he was saying. Like he was going ham. And I feel like KD was going way more ham than somebody as sensitive as him should be going.
But apparently, from what I understand, they have that kind of relationship. Like because if you listen to Mike Rappaport talk, he talk like that on a daily basis. When he go, he go.
No, but Michael Rappaport got offended and he leaked the messages though. Yeah, so and then I feel like, no.
Okay.
Because Draymond called KD a bitch or whatever. And
On the court.
And you got mad and you wanted to lead the team and all of this other stuff.
Well, I think he was leaving no matter what.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, like you got Draymond suspended, you all in your feelings and everything like that. Like, no, you suck. Like,
Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really. I I didn't really follow it. I didn't really get too much into it. Just because I don't like. It's too. I hate when KD's name is in the media. It's way too much. Like he's like you said, he's too sensitive to be in the media.
Yeah.
So I hate it. Like just shut up, play basketball, clock in, go home.
Mm-hmm.
Clock in, go home. Like just do your job and go home, dude. Like you way too sensitive to be in the media. Like your media training is horrible.
It's terrible.
Like you,
terrible.
Like just go in, score your 30, go home.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure we win. We supposed to win and go home. But unfortunately, he don't do that. So I just, like I said, I just don't really rock with it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So did you find a building block to end it off with?
I did not, man. I'm done. I'm finna go eat.
Done.
I'm done, yo.
What did Mama make?
No, Granny cooked. Granny made. I think Mama and Auntie Pam cooked too. But she made dressing, corned beef and cabbage, some chicken, some yams. She made it was a bunch of stuff in there when I went over there to pick him up. So I'm definitely going over there in a minute. Grab me a plate. Intern, you got something, man? You want to end off with something?
Nah.
You good?
All right, man. Thank y'all for joining our live. We greatly
Yes.
appreciate it, y'all.
Thank you for episode 10. We'll find a way to put it on YouTube soon. Y'all will see it. You can always come back to this. Make sure y'all share this. We are going to post it to our page. So make sure y'all share it. Like, subscribe to the SoundCloud to get the audio only. Like I said, we still trying to get that 1,500 subscribers on YouTube so we can upload video. We are working diligently to get proper cameras and stuff like that to record. And yeah, man, just expect more from us in the future. All right.
All right. See y'all, man.
Peace.
Peace.